Hi guys! Hope you watched my video where I shared my experience of a shameful first date and what conclusions I drew. If not, I recommend you watch it. In this video I continue the topic of how to recognize signals from women on the first date. Anyway, I made a conclusion and decided that I would treat any new first date as my only chance to make the woman mine. And a week later, I set a specific goal of bringing a girl home after the first date. And to my surprise, this approach worked. Over the next couple months after his first disaster with the girl, he achieved the following results. 1. I asked a girl out on a first date to a coffee shop, and then brought her home a couple hours later to make pancakes together. 2. The next one, I invited her to have coffee at his house while she was on her lunch break. 3. The third, immediately invited to his home for dinner, although before that they had only communicated with her online. 4. And for the first time, I met a girl at the airport and immediately took a cab with her straight to the hotel. All the experiences I used to think were impossible on a first date suddenly became a reality. Of course, I've read about it on the blog and forums, but it's one thing to read it and another thing to apply it in real life. And overall, when I started applying this principle, my success among women skyrocketed. To date, I still believe in sex on the first date and actively encourage guys to reconsider their principles. The importance of sexual confidence. Sexual confidence is the confidence that you can quickly handle all of her objections and smoothly take your communication to the next level. This quality is highly valued by all women, without exception. If you can successfully convey your sexual confidence to her through nonverbal speech, she will follow you within 2 hours of meeting you. You can even look at flirting as a way to build sexual confidence. In the beginning, you will naturally have to make efforts on yourself and play the role of an experienced seducer. But over time, you will acquire the necessary skills, and your communication will become natural, easy, and relaxed. How do you show sexual confidence? Basically, you just need to be bold. Here are a few more key elements you shouldn't forget. Stay calm and relaxed even if you're very nervous. Start building sexual tension right away. Touch her in a way that makes her feel comfortable while doing so. Don't pounce on her or show sexual aggression. Be able to ignore her objections and don't bow down to the good girl image. Pick up on the secret signals she's sending and don't pretend you don't understand anything. It is very important to harmonize all these points. If you're not right for each other, it's better to find out right away. You can test yourself right now with the above points. The expected result is that it's important to learn sexual confidence and demonstrate it on dates. Is it better to have sex on the first or second date? When a date goes well, you are 100% sure that you will have another opportunity to sleep with her on the second date. After all, you have nowhere to rush. You need to enjoy the process, right? But experience shows that this is far from true. Emotions are fleeting. She likes you now and tomorrow she may cool off completely. She may still like you tomorrow, but you're ruining your future interactions. There may be another guy on the horizon who is braver and more nimble than you. Other external circumstances arise and she's no longer in the mood to date you. Counting on a second date, you're really taking a big risk. You may never see her again. On the second date, if it happens, you'll have a harder time convincing her to have sex. That's just the way women are. Your best chance is on the first date. As soon as a girl opens the window to her fortress, you need to get inside right away, or she might not open it a second time. So if she looks excited, giggles, and fixes her hair in front of you, it means she's ready for more intimacy and is waiting for you to take decisive action. If you do nothing, she will be disappointed. Accepting this simple truth will greatly increase your success with women. If you don't notice the hints or if you're getting mixed signals, you'll have to make a bid for a second date, but it's still questionable. When you become more experienced, the chance of a second date increases, but there's still a risk that she'll say no. But when you're new to dating, this happens a lot. In this case, it's still better to trust your intuition and try to invite her to your house. Conclusion. Betting on a second date is risky. Think of it this way. You may not get a second chance, so go for it. Also, consider the risks of going for sex on the first date versus never getting it at all. If you just walk her home after the date and don't even try to get her into bed, she'll think you're not really interested in the relationship, that she hasn't sparked a sexual interest in you, or that you're gay. But if you try to move on to sex that same night, you'll be surprised to find that most girls are totally fine with this turn of events. And if the date is going well and she shows signs of interest, her answer of no really means not yet. What's more, even if her answer is not yet or I'm not ready, the simple fact that you made the first move will do you a lot of good. 1. It will let her know that you have a sexual interest in her, as opposed to a platonic friendship. 2. It will show that you're a confident guy who knows what he wants and is stubbornly going after his goal. Both will dramatically increase the likelihood of a second date. This way, you have nothing to lose and a lot to gain by making a bold move in the dating phase. Your best chance is on the first date,